Well, hello everyone. Trevor here, TCS Gaming, and we are going to go over the replay of TCS Bachelor Edition Finals. This is featuring Jeremy, aka Jer Bear, on the left, here playing Nitro Vayu, and Katz over here on the right, playing Frog Hero. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right. I believe Cat. Okay, so they're gonna do the die roll now. Okay. Yeah, Katz is very excited about rolling high there. All right, looks like Katz is gonna go first here. And let's see what he opens. His hand looks pretty good. Okay, so starting off with 1 for 1. I believe he is gloating about always opening up with Treeborn access, which he's not wrong. He opened up Treeborn every single game, it felt like. Okay, so he's just going through the frog combo here, getting set up. So let's see what he goes into. We all know that he is on the main deck Unifrog, so we'll see where he ends here. He did have to sack the dupe to go through the combo here. And he opens up Dust Shoot. All right, so it looks like we have a Legacy, Prison, Starlight Road, Sirocco, Trooper, Armonite. I remember Jeremy and I were talking about this in that he was thinking he should send the Armonite. I was thinking he should send the Trooper. Honestly, there are cases to be made for both here for sure. I mean, both of them are really good hits here, of course, but like I guess if we think through it here, yeah, so the Armonite gets you direct access to something in graveyard, whereas Trooper gets you maybe some access to something in graveyard. So I can see it. I can see where the Armonite is definitely a good pick here. It's not a bad pick at all. And it definitely shuts down a lot. And there is always the case with Trooper where you mill absolutely nothing. So we'll see what Jeremy ends up going with here. There is just something about getting your hand looked at and just getting something ripped from it. It's just why these, trap dust shoots, owies, deck devies, they're so devastating. I mean, sorry for the pun, but you get what I mean. Okay, anyway, looks like Jeremy sets one and passes. Katz brings back Treeborn. I'm assuming he's going into Unifrog here. We'll see what he decides to do. Okay, so he decides, I guess knowing the hand, he decided that he was just going to hit the back row, get Caius established. Makes sense. And then it looks like he is going in with swap, I guess, just to get additional damage. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're just going in. Um, Looks like we're going miracle, just getting in a lot of damage here. Let's see, what does this put him at? So that's zeros at 35, Caius at 24, swap at 1,000. It's a lot of damage. Okay, so he bounces back to Caius. Pretty strong. Pretty strong. So we do know that Jeremy has a Sirocco and a Trooper in hand. Obviously, summoning the Trooper would have been bad there just because of the Caius. He wouldn't have gotten anything, but man, it feels so bad getting the dust shoot and knowing and your opponent knowing every single card in your hand. It really sucks. We'll see what Jeremy does here. Oh man, Jeremy drew into the gores after all of that. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's super rough. Yeah, I can see the gores in his hand. That sucks. Okay, so Katz is thinking about Treeborn and standby here. Um, but Katz does know about three. Does he know about three traps? No, he knows about two traps. So he's just taking the chance that you don't have torrential, I guess, in this spot. But even if you do, I mean, you still got a lot of he has so much gas in hand. See what he ends up doing. Okay, so swinging in with the 0 here. Knew about the prison. So prison hits the 0, 0 goes off. He's attempting to go in with Treeborn and with Swap. Okay, yeah. Jeremy just concedes. It was a lot of damage on that first push that Katz made, so yep, makes sense that we were pretty close to lethal there, if not at lethal. Sorry, I can't make a determination. I'm not really good at math in my head, especially when I can't see or I can't, no, that way. Yeah. I can't see the life points up there. We're gonna have to make sure we get that in frame for every single replay going forward. Yeah. So I guess sighting here. I think we talked about Katz's sighting in his one feature match that he had. Did he have a feature match? Yeah, I think he had a feature match in round 3. Yeah. And I think it's a very similar sighting pattern that you would do for like your regular Vayu or Black Wings, right? You're anticipating the impressions coming in. You're also anticipating um, just floodgate monsters like Dyna and stuff like that coming in. But Katz's side deck, we played the same side, so I think for this matchup, I think what I'm bringing in is I'm bringing in the Jinzos, just because I know they're on Nitro. It's going to make a lot of their stuff dead, especially if they can't out it. It's a really good surprise factor too, so I really like Jinzo. Um, he's citing 2, I believe, so we'll see probably the Jinzos. Since he's going second, we'll probably see the Nobleman of Extermination. You guys know I love that card. It's honestly one of my favorite cards in Edison format right now, just because it's when you hit something with Nobleman of Extermination, like an Icarus attack or a deck Devi that's not live, like or pulling the rug, which is really what it's mostly for. It is devastating. It's really, really good. And the fact that it removes everything out of the deck, it gives you a lot of information. And so I really love Nobleman of Extermination, especially into this matchup where you know that Icarus and Devi are at play. So it's really, really good. Yeah, I could see the Nobleman going in to Katz's main deck there. I think you're playing some number of soul exchanges as well. Yeah, see, he's taking out the 1-for-1. I agree with that. What is he putting in? Yeah, a soul exchange. Yep, that makes sense. So notably, Katz isn't citing into all of the soul exchanges into this matchup. I feel like you only bring all of the soul exchanges in the event that you're playing heavily into something that's citing Vanity's Fiend or Dyna against you. Like if you're going to see a lot of those monsters, it's better that you're like in the mirror match, bring in all of the soul exchanges, right? It's the only way you're going to get rid of them. Or Glads, I feel like, you bring in all soul exchanges. All right. So looks like Jeremy is going first here. All right, starting off with an upstart. I was talking to Jeremy about the Nitro Vayu deck earlier today, and we were just talking about some of the choices that are made in the build that he was running, and it's Upstart is one of those cards that a lot of people choose not to play because, well, you're giving your opponent 1,000 life points for seeing another card in your deck, right? Like you're not really plussing off of it; you're just going through your deck. And man, the dust shoot again. Sheesh. And this hand is rough, especially if your opponent knows about it. Yep, looks like Katz is not in it to find out if Dad will ever be live. He's like, no. So he's going back out to the store. Gonna go get milk and cigarettes. Um, let's see here. So 3 Greffers in hand. Ugh. And this Yada, you're just hoping you draw into a piece here. He looks like he drew into an Armonite. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. Um, yeah, if I'm Jeremy here, uh, I feel like I might just go Greffer, pitch a Greffer to send a piece or send something. I don't know. I mean, that's tough, dude. That's really tough. And Katz knows about the heavy you got in hand, so might as well use it here. Makes sense. And oh boy. See, Soul Exchange is really good. Oh, it allows them to establish a Vanity's Fiend. Man, that sucks. Um, okay, so Armonite send a Vayu, assuming that Jeremy just doesn't want to draw it. I get it. And then you have, I mean, Katz knows exactly what that trap is. And he has the heavy anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, hand knowledge and vanities. Oof. It's a lethal combo. Yeah, and Jeremy just not drawing much here. Summon Treeborn. Flip Uni. Okay, so Katz is doing this to force out the D prison. I think Jeremy's definitely thinking on this one because he could take the 50-50 shot, right? Of Unifrog missing, but then in the event that that would happen, I remember asking him about this. He said that, Katz probably just wouldn't even attack with the Vanity's Fiend, which that makes sense. I mean, yikes. Yeah, it's just a beat down. It's Vanity's Treeborn in attack mode beat down. I mean, yeah, I guess if you're Jeremy, you're just looking to get the Vanity's Fiend off the field because it's just extra value for cats. It's just like sitting there waiting to be tribute summon or tributed for a summon. So I feel like you just summon Greffer and attack. Oh, he's got a Vayu in hand. Okay, so summon Greffer, attack. Do you send here? Hmm, I guess he just wants to hold on to a body. That way he can potentially set it for another, to live another turn. Makes sense. Yep. Yep. See, Cat doesn't have the additional normal summon he needs to start pushing for damage. And so, okay, so we got the Necrogardener now. Nobleman of Extermination. I'm telling y'all sleeping on that card. That card's good. Hits a pulling. Okay. So I guess Jeremy is going to bring the other pulling of the rugs out of the deck. Oh, Jeremy sided one. I see. Yeah, he's even checking that he did. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense bringing in maybe just one into this matchup because you're probably going to be dealing more with Vanity's Fiend, and you would reasonably expect the Frog Hero player to kind of hedge against pulling the rug. So yeah, makes sense to bring one in. Okay, so Armonite, Sin Sirocco. Man, he just can't do anything with his graveyard stack too. He just can't do anything with it. Um, all right, tag. All right, so he's got the extra normal summon now to actually start punishing. Oh man. Yeah, so he had the brain. There's the Jinzo. We didn't get to see it on stream, but the Jinzo's kind of nice. All right. Well, that's it. Katz takes the Bachelor tourney. And congratulations to him. Congratulations to everyone that participated. It was a fun time. Definitely a little bit of a smaller venue or a smaller, group that got together. It was just truly a spur of the moment. Our buddy Cody was getting married and we wanted to celebrate and he wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's what we did. Well, anyways, that's all I have for you. Thanks again and see you in the next video. Peace.